hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Oh, what is going on, entertainers? So time come tell with another video. All right, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're doing the Hollywood hot topics, and don't forget, most importantly, to hype up the video. Picking up where we left off, y'all, Latto did reveal her pregnancy and also dropped a new album Rollout. Okay, you know it's crazy. It started to become like the new recipe. It's like pregnant music. Like that's like the new thing now when it comes to just artists and female artists in general. That's the only thing that kind of to me isn't the best because to me the pregnancy takes away from the music. I feel like nobody's talking about the music. They're just talking about her being pregnant. Like her being pregnant, her being pregnant. We don't hear, "Oh, I like this track. I think she did great. She could spit." All that. It's just who's the baby father? Who's the BD? Who's the BD? Which we all know who the rumor BD is. Is it the best? No, because he is legally married. Now, the reason for the marriage is, of course, what a lot of people speculate for citizenship purposes, but it still does not make it better on paper just due to him, one, being married and him having other children as well. Now, there was this tweet that went viral because um she is now allegedly pregnant by somebody who is married and has 3 children. So Lavon Bell tweeted this. He said Latto just announced she's pregnant by a married man with 3 kids and made it part of her album Rollout. And that's who's today's women look up to. We're doomed. Although, there is facts in this. Why are y'all looking up to celebrities? That's the problem right then and there. Like, I hate when people, like, when things happen and they're like, "Oh, it's because of this and that." And it's like things could influence you, but just because something's popular doesn't mean you have to go and do it. For instance, the Lil Boo Boo doll. Did I go and purchase it? No. It was so popular, but I thought it was, to me, it was a little dumb. Like, I'm not gonna go out and spend hundreds or whatever amount that it costed to go get a doll that looks like a troll. When I've had trolls when I was a little bit as a child, and now I have trolls as a grown adult. And these comments. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you don't have to do or look up to people that are influential. So I do not think women are influenced by a Latto. I just don't think. I feel like more women clown her more than anything just because she cannot be out and proud with her man. Cause it's like if you're looking up to somebody like a Cardi B or a Latto, like you're low key cooked as it is. Cause just because they're rich and famous, you guys, doesn't mean they live the perfect life, and they damn sure don't have the picture perfect life. So I agree halfway with that tweet. But in general, I don't feel like it's entirely true because I don't think women do look up to them, especially due to their partner situation. Now she dropped a single called "Business and Pleasure," and then also dropped the album cover. One thing about Lotto, the visuals are always gonna eat. That is going to eat. I love this album cover. It's simple. She doesn't do too much, but it looks amazing. Okay. Her to me, visuals and just her rollouts visually always are 10 out of 10. Okay. Like that to me is something it always sticks in my brain. Like I remember when she did the collab for Big Energy. Like even the visuals for that were amazing. You get what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to the album in itself, I do feel like it's still going to be clouded a little bit because she did not reveal, who is the BD. But if you watch the video to Business and Personal, you can catch little glimpses of her dropping who it is. There's a moment where she reveals like a scrapbook, and then in the scrapbook, you can see 21 Savage's baby picture on the book. Okay. You know what shocks me between him and Lotto? How does he keep so quiet without snapping? You get what I'm saying? Like, how does she keep so quiet? Although we all know they're together, right? But how does he keep so quiet with people saying certain things about her? Because she did reveal that they were dating um last year, right? But even before that, there would be certain things that would be said ridiculous about her and him being Wizard Kelly. And he kept very quiet about it. So I just wonder how does that, and now even this with this pregnancy reveal, as we read that tweet, that's not positive. Like, how does he keep quiet in the midst of that? All right, so there was a People magazine release on this. This on Friday, March 20th. The 27-year-old rapper whose real name is Alyssa. Y'all remember Jada Angela. Alyssa. Okay, Alyssa Michelle Stevens. Now she's expecting her first baby by dropping the cover for her upcoming album Big Mama and the music video for her latest single Business and Personal. On the cover for her fourth studio album, Latto could be seen cuddling a baby cheetah while showing off her bare baby bump in a sheer crop black top with a cape, which is going to drop on May 29th. She wrote in the caption, "Business and Personal intro song and video out now. Thank you, God." She also shared a snippet of the video, which in the video you could see his hand, and we see like the tattooed hand. So of course that confirms that it is 21 Savage, placing it like on her bump. Okay. Now she confirmed she was dating him in September 2025 after years of rumors. She also referred to the 33-year-old who's already a dad to 3 children. People, you're shady. Why did we have to know that? He was just say he's a father. You got to add the details. 3 children. Sons Kamari Edashad and daughter Raheen as her husband. Okay, asked if she was tired of hearing the rumors about 21 Savage, real name Shai being Abraham Joseph, the Big Energy rapper told TMZ, "No, my man, my man, my man." Okay, let me know what y'all think about this release. Do you think this was the proper way to kind of do this whole album release? I'd rather her not. I feel like the smartest way was for her not to do it this way because, like I said, it will to me cloud the album. Okay, it will cloud the album a good amount. I feel like if she just like, I miss the days when the girls would just say that, like Suki just did. She just said she pregnant. I said boop bop boop. Like ain't no music coming after it, so that way it don't distract it. You know what I'm saying? Because Lotto's last rollout was so good, and her last album was to me a masterpiece. There was a lot of tracks on that album that were fire. So for it to go down this way, I kind of wish it didn't, but we'll see when it does drop, and y'all will be getting an album recap video just to see the tracks on that album. Nicole, come here, bitch. Now, yeah, I don't know about y'all, but I love the Pussycat Dolls. I remember I was such a big fan even when I was so small. For y'all that don't know, I watched both seasons of both seasons of The Search of for the Next Doll. So the first one was to replace, well, to not to replace, but to add another member. Another one was Girlicious. I watched both of those full. Some of y'all don't even know about that. Really, Jocelyn got her inspiration off of the cabaret, off of this show. So let's really talk about it. Now they revealed that they're bringing it back and they're going on tour, which a childhood dream of mine is to attend one of their shows. So I low key might go, even though the people that I wanted to see Melody are not there, but I still just want to go just for the songs of it all. Now, the only 3 people that have came back on tour is Ashley, Kim, and then Nicole. So they asked them recently on a press tour about why all of them decided not to come back and why they came back as a trio. I don't get why they didn't prep Nicole on this question because you would have been an idiot to think that they're not going to ask you something like that. Because the original group had about 5, 6 members. So for y'all to not think that y'all going to be asked this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I follow Carmit, which is the redhead, and she's not too happy about this. She's been throwing shade all over her Instagram. She's been throwing shade all over her social media about not being asked to be a part of the group as of now and the tour. Mind y'all, they're doing like a roll-on tour, I think damn near for the rest of the year. And if y'all don't know, Nicole likes to talk a lot. So to see her speechless, it kind of gagged me.
Members of the Pussycat Dolls. They made some headlines recently after they found out that you guys were coming back as a trio, not as the original group. How did you arrive at that decision?
Well, I mean, listen, we are so, as women today.
I mean, it has been an ever-changing lineup, and this is what it looks like now in 2026. You never.
Nicole had to gather her bearings. Listen, the problem it was with PCD from the very beginning is because A lot of the girls wanted some of the shine. A lot of the girls wanted some of the spotlight besides Nicole. Okay. There's no reason why it's a whole band and then Nicole has the whole mic the whole entire time. That was the biggest problem of the group. We all know this. Okay. Nicole was the singer. She did even the behind the music, which to me is what caused even more of an issue because she said on that behind the music, so, the girls, I wrote the songs and we went into the studio. I sang the songs and then we played the songs for the rest of the girls. Did you guys hear me? I recorded the song. I wrote the song and we played the song for the rest of the Pussycat Dolls. So it's like that in itself, I feel like caused the uproar within the group. Cause it's like, damn, we know we weren't the ones singing. You don't have to remind the USA of that. Like, goddamn, like nobody in there thought that, Carmeet was in there writing verses upon verses. We know that. We know it was probably Nicole. So I think that kind of made it a little bit worse. I would say though that them not being there, Carmeet and especially Melody, we all know she's not coming back. Melody is so talented, by the way. Melody just did, if y'all don't know, a little update. She recently just played Whitney Houston in this Broadway show and did amazing. Okay, she did like the bodyguard version of like Whitney Houston. She did absolutely amazing. So just a little tidbit of what she's been up to. The girl has been booked and very much busy, right? So it does take a little bit of excitement for the tour. I still low-key wanted to go though because I want to see it live. Okay. I just wish that Nicole was prepared for an answer like this because it shows us that she doesn't put much thought of all the girls not being included. And that's the problem.
Never know what comes next. And I think ultimately we've got to protect our peace. And when something like the Pussycat Dolls has so much history, we have ruptured in the past. And right now we are repairing and we're sort of on the same page with that.
But what I wanted to say was that we have so much love and respect for all of the women that have been part of the PCD legacy. And once a doll, always a doll.
Yeah. And
Probably knows.
Is Asia still a doll? The girl, the people want to know, is Asia still a doll? Okay, y'all remember Asia from the Search for the Pussycat Doll season Uno? If Asia still a doll, you know what I'm saying? But I think she ended it off nice. Thank God for Kimberly. That was Kimberly that answered you guys for answering and being press ready. Because that would have been very awkward for her to gather her thoughts within that millisecond because it was just dead silent. And poor Ashley's just sitting there smiling like a Cheshire cat. She's just like, I'm just happy to be here. Thank God. Okay. I do want to see on the tour Miss Robin. Robin Anton needs to come out there on stage just to give us that old PCD type of, aesthetic. We want to see the Tainted Love breakdown song. Like we want to see all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I hope Robin does come that they're on stage. I will be attending one of the shows. I ain't gonna tell which one, but I will be attending one of the shows. So hopefully we get to see a little bit of that. I do think though that they keep teasing. They're like, oh, who knows what's yet to come? Who knows what yet is to come? This is what I would like to propose for, Miss Robin to work on. I know I love giving ideas out. Let's do a show called making the making of a doll, okay? Bringing back PCD together, something to that effect, right? Working title. Let's bring that back. You know what I'm saying? Let's bring back the old school reality TV making a band type ish where we try to bring some of the old members and some of the current ones that we see sitting on the couch, 3 of them, back together to see if they could work together to go on tour. Sort of like Escape, how they did that show on Bravo, and Candy had to kind of like smooth over things with like Latasha and everything like that. Let's just do that. That would be very entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. Now there would have to be a big back cut because a lot of these girls I don't even think want to be in the same room, especially Melody. And I do still want an explanation of what happened that night of the Buttons performance. We all know when Melody grabbed that mic and she was like, "Push it up my buttons, baby." Ooh. Okay. And then she stood there and Nicole was looking at her like, bitch, if you don't back the hell up off the front of the stage, like I want to know what happened with that. Like these are answers that us true PCD fans, we want answers to. right? So I do feel like a show of some sort would be great to be put in the works so that we could really see the BTS of the making of the dolls and to see if they can all come back together on a tour. So Ray J, you guys, is still on his Dragon tour for his sister. Somebody said, they said Barack O'Shine. No, Latto, he really does look like a foreign version of Barack Obama. Okay, if you squint real hard, like he does look like Barack. So he's not letting up at all. If y'all don't know, Shyne, you guys, who was incarcerated for a long period of time, recently did the podcast and talked about how he at one point was messing around with Brandy, which Ray J took a huge disrespect to, called him out. Brandy said she didn't approve, but Ray J not letting up.
Talking about my sister. Nobody can stop me from defending somebody I love. There's no rules to it. Stop, bro. You out doing a whole fucking tour. What's wrong with you? I'm trying to be all I can be. But you making me want to be something else. Because you acting like a real, like, hoe, bro. You talking about niggas lie. Bro, do you know who you are? You know why you did time? Why'd you do time? Because you said, well, you took the fall, so you lied, right? You lied if you took the fall, and if you didn't do what you said you did, then you lied about that. So now you a governor? You ain't Obama.
Obama.
You looking like Obama. I want to keep seeing.
If y'all know where that's from, y'all my people, okay? If y'all know where that's from, comment where that's from. Obama.
Not Obama's, but like an Obama auntie. And I ain't even trying to joke, but bro, your whole story's a lie, bro. Did he do it? Did he do it? Did he? Did he? Did he? Bro, you keep talking about my sister like it's okay, bro. You're gonna always get smoke from me. And I'm just doing it online because you doing it online. I love it online. I love an online motherfucker that's really ready to just keep going back and forth with me. I won't stop. This ain't about fighting. It's just about standing up to niggas talking about my sister. Like,
now, Shyne isn't letting up, you guys. So TMZ recently caught up with him, and he basically is standing on business. Okay, standing on business and saying that she lied to Oprah about me and Mary and had to apologize, and her word basically shouldn't be trusted. See, now I'm starting to feel less bad about you being in the clinker for that long. Maybe that was God. You get what I'm saying? Like, God, maybe, like, you got to understand, like, he put you in certain situations so you can learn a lesson. That was the lesson you needed to learn. Shut up.
Wrong with her. I spoke from a place of admiration and a place of reminiscing on my experience with her, which I didn't care to highlight the negatives. It was only positive, and the conclusion of our experience helped me to make a classic album. But I will say that I never lied to Oprah. She lied to Oprah about being married and had to go on Oprah and apologize because she said she did that to protect her image. So
do you think she just doesn't want to be associated with you?
I don't know. I can't get in her mind. I'm just saying that she has lied to the public before.
You took it the wrong way at all?
Took what the wrong way?
Your relationship?
No, she's lying. Everything that I said is 100% true. In fact, in my Hulu documentary, I never mentioned her name. This is where this started. The late, great Clark Kent mentioned her name, and he said it like everybody knows that. That's a matter of historical fact. And if you look at the interview, Mace has different opinions. Like, he's very hard line, he's very extreme. I'm a bit more compassionate, a bit, remember it the same way. Clark Kent remembers it the same way. So, but you know what?
Well, have you been in contact with her or no?
Happy Women's Month.
Thank
Make sure
you,
you visit.
To say all that and say Happy Women's Month is so diabolical. Niggas, I tell you. I can't. Okay. Now, I do feel like he's telling somewhat of the truth, but he needs to understand the semantic of things. Although you may not have meant in a negative intent, you be in the same room with other niggas who are really misogynistic and, you know, some disrespectful niggas. Mace. You know what I'm saying, Cameron? And talk about a woman and being with her, like, you got to understand how bad that's gonna make her feel, regardless if it's true or not. It's not gonna make her feel okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the cement. That's what people fail to understand sometimes. It don't even be what you intended to do. You got to understand it from another person's point of view. It's the semantics of what you did, not what you actually did yourself. Okay. Now, Ray J does not need to be worried about any of the things anymore, because right now you have a lot of medical issues. So I feel like he needs to just focus on that and stop worrying about the Brandy situation, because I don't think he's not going to take it back. And I'm surprised he didn't hit her. She didn't hit him with a cease and desist. I'm very surprised about that. I would have thought she would have hit him with that by now. Okay. Now let's talk Housewives. So Real Housewives of Miami has been put on pause. I'm very disappointed in this. For somebody who watches all of the franchises, I feel like Miami is actually an entertaining franchise. I don't get how they can bring back Miami, bring back New York and leave Miami canceled. That to me was a very idiotic decision. Miami is entertaining. Miami actually has real storylines. These girls are just not conjuring up things for the camera. Last season, don't get me wrong, was a little ridiculous. And I think a lot of it was due to Julia. I don't care what nobody says. It is what it is. It was very contrived in regards to that storyline and the whole Gertie situation. But that's nothing that a cast mix up wouldn't have changed. The problem is with Miami, they treat it like a bald-headed stepchild. And that's why the viewership was not the best. Because why are you guys airing it in peak summertime travel? One of the cast members even said that, and I thought about it. I'm like, that is true. Like, the summertime, a lot of people are just not sitting down and watching television. So the fact that it aired during that time, it felt a little bit intentional. And how disappointing Beverly Hills is right now. You mean to tell me y'all put that on pause? Man, please. Beverly Hills is so boring. It's not even funny. Thank God for Amanda. As much as the girls hate her, both, you know, oh, Amanda, this Amanda, every 2 seconds, Amanda. Y'all should be sending her flowers, chocolates that she saved this season. Because without her, y'all would have nothing to talk about. It would be done kaputs. We're sick of seeing Dory and Kyle go back and forth. Y'all not friends no more. Nobody gives a crap. You know what I'm saying? Sutton, your old ass needs to stop trying to fit in with people way younger than you. Like, it's like ridiculous. So it's like, a show like that to me was worthy of a pause versus Miami. And it feeds into the narrative of why people think that it's like the diversity of it all doesn't deserve to be shown. But I don't think it has to do with that, though. I just feel like the show itself and the franchise was put in a box to where it wasn't much care put into promoting the show. And that's what kind of sucks. Because it really is a good franchise, you guys. If you haven't checked it out, it's good from beginning to end, from the first season to when they revamped it and mixed up the cast. Okay. Now, New York has started filming. Miami's on pause. A lot of the women are very disappointed, and they put out statements about the pause. Some people feel like the pause is an actual cancellation. I'm one of those people. I don't believe it for this franchise. Andy also went on record on social media and said that it is coming back. It's not canceled 100%. It is coming back. One of the biggest problems for this pause is you, Alexia. Okay, Alexia put out a statement. Your husband is the reason why I feel like one of the reasons why the show's getting paused. If y'all don't know, her husband ended up taking Bravo to court for defamation because he felt like they were defaming his character and ruining his character due to things that some of the other cast members were saying. Now she put, as a proud Latina, being a part of a platform like Housewives of Miami on Bravo has always meant more to me than just reality television. It meant visibility, representation, having a voice. Hearing that the show is currently on pause is disheartening. And it's hard not to feel the weight of that. Opportunities like this are rare and they matter. They open doors, challenge perceptions, and allow our stories. and our culture to be seen and celebrated on a larger stage. At the same time, I believe that a pause can create space for something even greater. I've always felt this show places an important role in celebrating Latin voices. You know what bothers me, Alexi, about this? Latins were not the only ones featured on the show. You know there were Haitians on there too. I'm Haitian. I take offense to that. You know what I'm saying? Sheesh. They had 2 Haitian women on there too, Alexia. Sheesh. And that's something I'll always carry with me. I'm staying positive, present, and hopeful for what's ahead. Over 15 years ago, I signed on to something I couldn't have fully understood at the time. What began as a television show became such a meaningful part of my life, and I chose to share openly through every high and every lesson along the way. Miami will always be part of my story, and I'm so grateful, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I blame a lot of it due to Todd. The suit that he did file was a huge suit. And I don't think that helped anything because with Brit filing a suit and then with the whole situation with I forget her name. The one that was on Housewives of New York City, she filed a suit as well. So it's like all those suits adding up, the network is not happy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I feel like that was a big part of the reason, plus a part of last season as well when it came to the numbers of it all. Okay. Now another person who put out a statement was Kiki. Now we sad Kiki didn't get the hold of Mojito before the show was put on pause, which is really sad. Okay, she's like, I'm really proud of what I built with the reboot of the Real Housewives of Miami over the last 4 years. Being able to show my Haitian background as a Haitian woman. That's my best Kiki voice. Okay. I wanted to see more of her story. I kind of wish that we saw her and Gertie kind of work it out before the show was put on pause because both of them are Haitian and they're the only 2 Haitians that we have on Bravo. I don't think there's even other Haitians besides those 2 on Bravo, if I'm not mistaken. Is there? Oh, Garcelle, but Garcelle left. She's not even on Bravo no more. You know what I'm saying? Like they're the only 2 Haitians that were left. So we ain't had that representation no more. Okay. What franchise do y'all think should have been put on pause instead of Miami? I really feel like New York should not have even came back. Straight up. I don't think this new cast thing is gonna work. They even revealed the new cast, and one of the girls, she's like a troll, and I'm like, oh, we've been through this before. She was like bullying people online, DMing people, harassing them, and then somebody exposed it online. So yeah, that's not gonna go over well with the audience if that is talked about online, because we all know how the fandom, Bravo fandom, gets about trolls. So I don't know. I just don't think that was the best move to put that pause on Miami. It could have been any other franchise. Now, let's talk a little bit of Trump. Trump is threatening to replace TSA agents with ICE agents because there's been a lot of delays. If y'all go to Ebner Entertainment, y'all guys are going to see one of the latest delays was at Atlanta's Hartsfield Jackson Airport with long lines. Even airports, Florida, Texas, many states having a lot of delays due to government shutdowns. A lot of these TSA workers do not want to work. I have a friend who is a TSA worker, and the last government shutdown, they decided to kind of pay them right when the government shutdown stopped. So all that money was being held. So around that time, she was not even making a certain amount of income that she usually makes. So nobody's going to be wanting to work under that pressure, especially in this economy. With ICE agents working in that position, this is where it's getting dangerous. When he said it's getting weird. How are ICE agents going to be able to fulfill a position of a TSA agent? A TSA agent knows to check for things that an ICE agent will not know too. So the things that will be stuck in and out of states will be abysmal. I don't think Donald is thinking through stuff like this. It's better we have the long line and delays than safety measures. Because who knows what could be snuck in. I just don't get why he thinks this is smart. Okay? And not even that. Do the ICE agents actually want to work in an airport? Because it's not an easy job. It's really not. So I wonder if they even want to even step in a position like that. Especially if, let's say, somebody's traveling internationally, like you really want to risk that? I don't know. The decision making skills on his end never made sense to me. Speaking of Trump, there's a man that looks like Epstein. Y'all see what I did there? But there's a man that goes by the name of Palm Beach Pete. Okay, and a lot of people thought this was Jeffrey Epstein because they saw him driving in Florida. Okay, drop top, white hat, cocked to the back, and they said that gotta be Jeffrey. Okay, I told Maria, I said y'all gotta put him on members. If y'all watch Members Only on Netflix, I interviewed Maria. Please check that out if y'all haven't. I hit her up. I said, if y'all get a season 2, y'all better have her on there. Y'all better have him on there as like a friend of the show or something.
Palm Beach Pete, and my video went viral because some dude randomly filmed me while I was driving on I-95, unbeknownst to me. And the next thing I know, I'm a viral sensation. I had my phone down for about 4 hours, and I didn't know my phone was blowing up with all these comments from that video. So I got a lot of traction. It's pretty crazy. Thanks.
So you're not Jeffrey Epstein?
I'm not Jeffrey Epstein. I'm Palm Beach Pete.
Got a boy, yeah.
Okay. Peace out.
No lie, he looked just like him. That's like he must be in the bloodline. Okay, Palm Beach Pete. I don't know, man. You must be in the bloodline somewhere. Okay. Now, not gonna lie, y'all know how I have the voice note of Black China Mama, aka Angela. Okay, let me respect her. Angela, her mother. Okay, I think I may have to stop using Tokyo's voice note because she's disrespectful. Angela has changed her ways so much. The way she's talking about her daughter as of recent, it gotta be the powdered donuts. This is why I'm not a fan of the powdered donuts, because this is what powdered donuts do to you. I can't play the audio just due to her being very disrespectful. It's not even appropriate for YouTube. She's calling her every B and 304 known to man. She's threatening to grab her and unalive her, all types of stuff. It's just like, how could you say that about your own daughter? This is why certain family members don't deal with their families closely. It's a huge reason as to why, because of situations and women like that. That's disgusting. For you to sit there on camera and talk about your own daughter the way that you did and speak of her so negatively just because she probably not give you some money for the month, you should be disgusted of yourself. So I may stop using her clips just because of that, because that rubbed me the wrong way real bad. I ain't gonna lie. It rubbed me the wrong way. It triggered me. It irritated me. Like, it's just like, I don't even want to see the lady face no more. Because Angela does not bother anybody. And she really has turned over a new leaf. Like, let's really talk about it. Y'all know how celebrities, Barbie, be talking about how they gonna turn a new leaf. They're changing their ways. Angela is one of the only celebrities that have been in the new era of celebrity that has literally did a complete 180. A lot of celebs have come out and say, oh, I'm changing this about myself, or I'm gonna stop doing this, and they go right back to doing it. Okay, the lady from Basketball Wives, I forget her name, Brittany Renner. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of celebrities that come out and do it. But guess what? She's the only one that really stuck to it and did the change. Not for us. She did it for herself. So for that is why Tokyo Tony's forever going to be disgusting. Because how dare you? Okay? Let me know what y'all think down below about this video. What do y'all think about Latto's Rollout? Okay? What do y'all think about the album Rollout of it all and her being pregnant as well? Let me know what y'all think about those topics and more. And we're our babies.
Welcome to the house of entertainers, spilling all the tea on the famous. Lights, camera, action, getting dangerous.